Hello everyone, my name is Edward S. Redcar, and I am usually on Edward S. Redcar's Entertainer channel on my YouTube channel, but today I am at the Millesimo Cairo Montenotte International Film Festival in Cairo, Italy, and I just happened to be talking to one of the many filmmakers that's here screening his project here. So tell my audience who you are, what your project is, and tell them a little bit more about it.
Sure, thank you, Edward. Hi everyone. I am participating in the Millesimo Cairo International Film Festival. This is actually my second time being. I was also present for the first edition. My name is Alexandru Fiț. I am a Romanian filmmaker. I am an independent filmmaker. I make short films. I guess what I can say, little interesting fact about me, I'm not a professional filmmaker, so I did not do film school. I am actually a law school graduate, but yeah.
Okay.
I still have my little lawyerish reflexes, so yeah. I do work in law, but during my free time, I'm a passionate filmmaker. This is my third short film. It's called Brebenel. It's a comedy satire. I'm actually more leaned into being called a satire because it's sort of what we wanted to do with it is kind of put a little bit of parody in the corporate world. So and maybe this actually ties into what I said before, because being a law student, I actually work in the corporate world, so it's kind of an environment I'm familiar with. And as a script writer, also, it's always the best thing, like write what you know.
Right.
So because I kind of live in these environments, I tend to see a lot of little things, and that's how kind of this film came to me. Brebenel is a story about a factory worker who works in a meat factory, but he interviews because he wants to join the company. Not in the factory, but in the office jobs of the same company. So that's where he kind of leaves this, I guess, the working class world and tries to go to the corporate world, where he kind of two worlds collide, because he's a man unused to their way of thinking, way of speaking. So it's an interesting fact, because we put a lot of the satire in the corporate jargon that they use with him, and he doesn't understand it. So they talk to him about committees that look into that, and go into political correctness, and he's not a bad person, but doesn't understand did I say anything wrong, or did I offend somebody. He's very lost. What it actually kind of goes into is, on one side, you go and you see that this is a world that is kind of mostly fake, actually, because they speak big words, but they're not necessarily better people. And in a way, it kind of seems like the simple people of the factory are at least authentic people, because he comes from an authentic world. A simpler one maybe, but more authentic. And another thing the film does is kind of also satirizes the human hypocrisy, because we also kind of look at another side of it, because what happens during the film is some of one of the main character's colleagues, he's very skeptical about him leaving the factory and going back to the big corporate jobs. He always says, that's not good, because the company is owned by foreigners, and because they want to indoctrinate you in their way of thinking. So maybe it's a little bit of a terrible, I guess you could call it xenophobia. It's not that far, but it kind of leans into that. But what happens at the end is that this character, when he gets the chance, he tries to get the job. Because we try to kind of parody out, maybe you have your principles, they may be wrong, but at least you see you have them. But when the money gets involved, you lose also those either. So it's also a parody of the corporate world, but also of human nature.
Yes, and it's a good thing that you had the real world experience to make it to make it very believable. Instead of trying to go to different sources, how do I make this more believable? You actually had the resources inside you. Exactly. And that must have maybe allow the filming to go a little bit smoother. I would imagine, since you had the knowledge.
Yes, because it's funny, because the actors that we got are professional actors. of course, they're not used to it because they're doing film school, they never work in corporate world. So it's kind of on me to, well, this is how it happens here.
Yes.
It's actually funny because sometimes they will say, okay, but this is kind of a parody, right? And no, it actually happens. It looks like a parody, but it's not that far from the truth. It's not that far.
So, like with all your passion and everything for filmmaker, briefly, could you tell us how you became interested in doing everything that you're doing today?
Yeah, I mean, I actually asked myself the same thing a lot of time. I think I've always had this sort of inclination to do creative work, even though I was always a creative person. Back then, I remember in high school, I actually joined the drama club. So that's how I actually started. So I started as an actor, actually, not as a director or writer. Going forward, I like doing theater. So then I actually made my own theater group, so a group of friends in high school. And with them, I actually started first time writing and directing. It was stage play back then, not films, but it's kind of got the ball rolling, and I continued in college. So even if it was law school, as a hobby, we still did it with friends, with people from. And it's actually fun because we found a lot of people who were in law school, but had like passions. They wanted to be part of the art club. They joined the art club. We kept doing all of these. We did sketches, we did comedy shows, we did music shows, dance shows. That's why I kept writing and directing. And after that, I guess I kind of since college and we went out with jobs and everyone. But so I kind of asked myself, okay, what should I do next? Because I still feel the need to do this.
You do.
Yeah, but now having a job, I have some money, I can invest in some cameras and some people. And slowly we kind of got into short films. So they are first film 2 years ago, which actually we were shocked because it was something new for us, and we got into some international film festivals. And after that, it kind of just seemed the right thing to do. Because definitely just grew. So more films, more film festivals, and now it's kind of a yearly tradition to travel around Europe with them. And Brebenel is actually our most successful film. So it has now 9 selections, 3 national and 6 international.
I think that's how everyone starts, slow build up. You don't do it fast at first, but it's like...
But it's just like one, for us it was just one festival. We just be there, being in international place with so many filmmakers, especially for us because we didn't grow up with filmmakers. We didn't law school to have them around. We were kind of outsiders in this world. So
you didn't have that atmosphere surrounding you to absorb all of that before you actually got it.
And I also didn't have like who to speak with and okay, I'm trying these new camera techniques or what's that? And then I came somewhere everyone spoke my language. So it was such a fantastic experience the last few years, and that's why we love to keep going. We actually even have our next film ready. Not ready, it's shot, but it's not edited. But after Brebenel finishes its film festival circuit, we're throwing the next one out there, and hopefully go as far as we can, and especially meet as many people as we can, because like I said, that's one of the great things that we didn't have a chance to do.
Networking, that's the key to everything. So, I really thank you for taking your time out today, speaking to me, Alexandru, and good luck in your future career and continuing pursuits. So you never know where I'm going to be next, who I'm going to be speaking to. So have a good day, and we'll see you next time.